So let's talk about drawing angles and coterminal angles. So we have positive angles and negative angles. Positive angles go in the counterclock direction, so this way. And then we have negative angles and they go in the clockwise direction, so this way. And then this is what the coordinate system looks like. And if we talk about this angle right here, that's a 90-degree angle. So this over here would be 90 degrees. And so here we have another 90-degree angle. So 90 plus 90 is 180. And then we could add another 90-degree angle, and that would be 270. And then back to the original, that would be 0 degrees, but it could also be 360. Okay, so usually you don't write those 90 degrees. So you do want to memorize this right here, but it's also very easy to just be able to calculate that by adding 90 4 times. So we're going to go ahead and draw. And it says to draw 100, negative 200, and 400. So we're going to start off with drawing our axes here. And I'm going to go ahead and put 90, 180, 270, and 360 just for references. So 100 is in between 90 and 80, and it's a lot closer to 90. So we're going to estimate it that it's about right there. And you always start from 0. So 0 is right here, and then you go all the way to that 100 degrees, and that would be our angle. And we're going in the positive direction, which is counterclockwise. All right, so we're going to do the next one, which is negative 200. So this will be 90, 180, 270, and 360. But we're going in the negative direction. So this is now 90 down here. So this is now going to be negative 90 degrees, negative 180 degrees, and negative 270 degrees. So you just basically do the same stuff, but you go in the opposite direction. 0, and then negative 360. So now you're going to go ahead and start from that same 0, but you're going to be going clockwise direction. So 200 is about somewhere here. So that's where 200 is. So theta is equal to 200 degrees. All right, and our last one is 400 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and do, since we're doing positive angles, we'll do the positive. And then we'll start at 0. So we start down here. And 400 is actually, we go around once and then a little bit more. So about there. So that's how you draw angles. You just want to make sure you label the 90, 180, 270, and 360 so you know kind of where to go. And then you want to make sure that you put your arrow and then that you label it. So theta is equal to 400 degrees. All right, so next we have coterminal angles. And coterminal angles are angles who share the same initial side and terminal side. Example number 2 is going to be finding a coterminal angle of an angle, which in this case is going to be 330 degrees. And this is going to be finding the coterminal angle by drawing. So we're going to go ahead and draw both. So we're going to go ahead and draw first 330. So 90 degrees, 180, 270, and 360 / 0. So 330 is somewhere about there. So the coterminal angle, they have to share the initial side. So by the way, the initial side is this one right here. That will always be the initial of any angle. and they have to share the terminal side, which is this one. So another angle could be this right here. They share the initial side and terminal side. And that one is going to be, if you look at the graph, that's just going to be theta is equal to negative 30 degrees. Because that would go down to, well, when you add these up, you get 360 if they're both positive. So that's one way to do it, is the drawing. The other way to do it is algebraically, which I prefer. So example number 3 is find a coterminal angle of 60 degrees. And what you want to do is you could either add or subtract, doesn't matter, to 60. So 60, let's go ahead and add 360. So another coterminal angle is going to be 420. And you could give me more than one if you want to, but this would be sufficient. And again, you could subtract also.